Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero. Welcome back to the World Series 2023. I did not actually think I'd be saying that again since we did the finals the other day, but we can't forget about the third place playoff, which is a very, very spicy one. Best of 15 here between Fargo and Marakar. Marakar coming short against Excal and Fargo coming short against Vivid, so we'll now fight it out for third place. Down in the south position with the USA Laser. This is the blue player. This is the man himself. This is Fargo. Facing him in the north position with the Cyan player. With the super weapon general. This is Marakar. So, interesting one to kick things off here because Fargo prides himself on winning a high percentage of USA mirrors. He's also started here with a stronger army, which is the laser. And he will often do this, by the way, which is make one barracks. He'll drop like 3 MDs and a dozer. In this case, just 1 MD so far over there, but that Chinook is taking damage from the laser lock there from Marakar. But then he'll also just put 1 missile defender and 1 ranger guard in each of these supplies as well. So he can laser lock any dozers, laser lock that Chinook, and also use the rangers to hit this missile defender. So far, so good there from Fargo. He has lost a lot of HP on that, though. But Marakar wasn't collecting just then over on the left. But he can do again now. Fargo looking to build a war factory. He gets laser locked a little bit there, but that war factory is getting up. Fargo almost got hunted there, actually, because he's just lost that dozer up in the top right position. Fargo has another missile defender now inside of Marakar's base. He's going for the dozer, actually. Marakar has escaped there with both of his dozers. Fargo collecting with 3 Chinooks over on the right. He's still got a couple of rangers over here. Marakar might overreact, though, and I think he has maybe overreacted already because he's made a lot of rangers. And that's what this barracks does, and I know Fargo likes to do that. He'll drop this barracks, make the opponent overreact with the amount of rangers. Look at that amount of rangers. You would never normally see that amount of rangers. But then behind that, he's gone for Vs. Something Fargo does often. But of course, Marakar probably has to do that, because if he doesn't, and Fargo does make the rangers, then he can get overrun. Marakar can. Yeah, interesting base setup from Marakar. Bit of a SimCity going on here. Got Fargo in the base now already with the V and a ranger there. Moving deeper into the base. Marakar's there also with a missile defender. Not the fastest laser lock in the world. But Fargo playing really, really well. He's lost the V there to that bunker. This V now is going a little bit low, and if he's not quick, it will get laser locked there by Marakar. Does get laser locked. Yeah, Fargo's probably in too many places now with missile defenders. It's really hurting Marakar's collection. He's lost 2 Chinooks there on the left. Fargo playing really, really well, but Marakar is in here with a counterattack down in the bottom left position of the map. I think Marakar did lose 1 dozer, so that's his last one. Interesting little urban battle here between all these narrow passages in Marakar's base, but he's losing another Chinook. Does survive, but it's lost quite a lot of HP. Fargo clears up his base. Fargo's still collecting on 4 Chinooks, but Marakar only collecting on 2, and one of those is moving slow, so his production is hurt by quite a lot there from Marakar. Fargo's also got a barracks now, positioned by these oils. Bit of a V engagement here. 1 V goes down of Fargo. He could chase this one. He's also still got a missile defender and a ranger inside of Marakar's base. Marakar out now with a little bit of a counterattack against this single V. So far, Fargo is running away, unloads his stuff. Does not kill any of the Vs there of Marakar. But Fargo's still chilling in the back of the base with this one MD and the Ranger. If he was quick, he could actually hit that. He doesn't even have to laser lock it. Just literally one-shot it and it's probably dead. Hey, Fargo trying to get the oil. Marakar does deny it. There's a drone inside of Fargo's base. Marakar can see if there's any defense there or not. Don't know if that's Fargo's last dozer or not. We'll do a check in a second. Looks like it is. That's his last dozer gone. Marakar still has his inside of his base. Fargo loses 2 Vs there, and the oil's on the right. He's trying to get this oil again. Marakar is there to stop it. He got a Vet 3 Ranger here on the right. Yeah, considering Marakar lost all them Chinooks, I think he's actually doing fairly well to still be in the game at this position. Or in this position. There's loads of MDs there for Marakar. Fargo does not want to go in that way. He will get laser locked. Fargo's trying to get this oil again. He's very, very persistent, and I think it's going to pay off this time. I think he's pulling Marakar out of position with his Vs, and therefore has snuck that oil in. Fargo's still chilling in the back there with that missile defender. Could have killed the Chinook. Marakar's actually ahead in XP. Fargo has been continuing to spam very, very actively. I saw he was playing against Size. So this set was played yesterday. He was playing against Size yesterday as a warm-up. He was playing against Lift Truck as a warm-up yesterday as well for these games. So yeah, he's not messing around at all here. He's trying to kill Chinooks from the back. Comes in from the front with his Vs. Marakar was paying attention. Does get the laser lock. But I think Marakar might be taking too much damage here, because the Chinooks once again are getting picked apart and they're expensive to replace. $1,200 each. Oh, I don't even know how that one's alive. It's got basically 0 HP. Fargo now on an oil. Fargo's got another wave of Vs ready to go. Apart from building the strategy center, Fargo doesn't really need a dozer up until this point. Probably would be dropping down a strat now if he did have a dozer. Another Chinook there is going to fall. That one is extremely low. Marakar has to be dead at this point, although he is capturing 1 oil, but he's only got a 0% HP Chinook, and that's it. And Marakar's just trying to make this as slow and as painful as possible for Fargo to get the win, but he does ultimately get the win there.
You are victorious.
Very, very nicely played there from Fargo. So jumping into game number 2. Up in the top, we have the super weapon for the blue player. This is the man himself. This is Fargo. Down in the south position, USA Laser. Like I said before, it's a slightly stronger army. This is the cyan color. This is Marakar. Someone on the most recent video I posted, I believe the bomb truck video, someone said that I've randomly been putting an R on the end of Marakar's name, but the thing is, his name there with his clan tag with the OOE and the brackets and then Marakar, it clips the R off. You can't fit it in 0. You run out of characters. So his name is spelt with an R. But it's just, and it always has been and always probably will be. But in the game, it chops off the R because of the character length. So don't think that I'm changing players' names. I am bad with some player names and the spelling, but not with Marakar's. Okay, Fargo is getting dropped in his base. Marakar's also getting dropped in his base. It's going to be an MD and a barracks there for Fargo, which I like, because that Missile defender there can laser lock this dozer. Fargo is losing the Chinook though in his base, but I actually think that building took some of the damage because the missile defender there was so close. Marakar getting laser locked. Yeah, Marakar so far is making a lot of ranges again. Wonder if he is going to overreact. I tend to think he's not going to overreact as much as before. The missile defender there for Fargo didn't take out that dozer, which I think is a big mistake. Don't know what it actually did. I think it's because he was paying attention in his base. Which, to be fair, laser locking one dozer versus saving your Chinooks and saving the drop in your own base from doing damage. Is Fargo going to get hunted there? Yes, he is. Fargo's been hunted at 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Fargo now out with the first V. One of the main reasons why laser is stronger, because his V's only cost $700, whereas Fargo's there are costing $850. Fargo's also getting his barracks captured down in the bottom right. Is Fargo going to do a Boyka cell? No. This is an actual real cell. Fargo drops a V to deny the oil cap there of Marakar. Marakar pushing out on the left-hand side, a couple of missile defenders and rangers. Marakar's got infantry heading everywhere. He's not messing around with the old infantry. He's sending a lot of rangers up to the oil position. He's got a bunch of MDs there, and he's got a bunch of MDs on the left. But the problem is, Fargo might just be able to go past it. It's alright having loads of infantry everywhere, but if you leave one gap through and the opponent finds his way through with the V, then yeah, it can still end badly for you. There's a missile defender here. Is Fargo going to focus on it? He gets the crush. I do feel he could have probably handled that better just by literally clicking on the missile defender. I think he could have killed it and survived with the V. But he does get a nice laser lock there on Marakar's Chinook, and very, very close to going down there, that Chinook. Fargo now building up the V numbers. Marakar is trying to get an oil on the right, though. By pumping out all of them infantry is basically guaranteed he's going to get that oil there on the right. He is taking damage from the left, but it will eventually be able to be cleared up by the amount of ranges Marakar has. There's a missile defender there for Fargo trying to push through. Marakar is building fire bases, so he wants to camp this out. Realizing that Fargo has to be aggressive now. He's happy to make fire bases, make lots of missile defenders, laser lock anything that comes in. He's got himself one oil there as well. Yeah, fire base is one of the best buildings in the game overall. One of the best defenses in the game overall, because it doesn't require power. It always hits its target, pretty much. Does nice damage, got nice solid HP. Fargo now pushing on this left-hand side. Marakar not paying attention, no laser lock. This is going to be a nasty attack, but Fargo is losing some HP. Does kill one of the dozers there of Marakar. Does kill one of the Chinooks of Marakar. Keeps finding himself in this position, Fargo. Getting in this position. Unloads some missile defenders. There's a ranger there for Marakar. Yeah, Fargo's losing V's coming through. One more gets laser locked. Second one gets laser locked. Third one getting laser locked. But all of this will eventually be able to be held by Marakar because he's got these fire bases to fall back on as a worst case scenario. But he's also producing Vs here. You get defender's advantage because everything you produce is right here in the fight. But also he's got so many infantry, and Fargo's Vs cost so much more. And as soon as Fargo unloads, he's never going to have as many Rangers as Marakar has, because Marakar just has a whole bunch of Rangers. And he's managed to get himself now a second oil as well. Fargo is coming in on this left-hand side position again, though, with the next wave. Laserlock comes in. And these Chinooks, once again, are taking heavy, heavy damage. One goes down, and one has escaped with very low HP again. Fargo hiding behind these supplies for the time being. Fargo's got a counter-attack to deal with in his base as well. Laserlock comes in the ambulance. Goes down. Fargo losing this war factory. That's going to be Fargo out of this game. Not the whole set, of course. We're still very early, but this particular game, because you can't continue now without a war factory. Fargo did okay, though, I think. Continually did damage here. Took out both of the oils. Maybe in the beginning, if that Laserlock had come in on the dozer there of Marakar, maybe Marakar would be hunted now. I can't remember if it was that dozer or not. But also, if it had killed that dozer and produced a few infantry there, maybe he could have made Marakar overreact again. Just like in the previous game. Yeah, Marakar now in the supply line of Fargo. Another Chinook goes down. Marakar with an absolutely massive unload and an instant Laserlock there on Fargo's Vs. All of the Vs of Fargo go down, and no more Vs will be able to be made. Fargo is doing some kind of a funky attack down in the bottom right, but he's losing his whole base, all of his Chinooks. He has cleared up his base, but he's lost pretty much every single Chinook. He's coming in here with a drop, but Marakar's already on it, and that drop goes down. And yeah, that's over. Still 1v here. Will get Laserlocked eventually by Fargo. He has a lot of MDs inside of his base, but he has no Chinooks he's not collecting, or his Marakar can just keep producing. He could either camp it out. He's close to Pathfinders, so even one Pathfinder now. Attack moves straight down the middle of the map. We'll just kill Fargo outright. GG. Well played there to Marakar. Okay, jumping into the next one. Up in the north position of Liquid Gold. This is the blue USA Laser. This is Fargo. Down in the south position. Oh, my mouse. What's happened to my mouse? My south position, we've got the China infantry. For the Cyan player, this is Marakar. Okay, Fargo going with triple barracks. Marakar going with an airfield. That's going to be a helix. Chinook there taking some damage on this very fast minigunner from Marakar. So Marakar's sending some infantry around, but I don't think he's got the capture upgrade yet, or even building it yet. He's probably queued up the licks. And then he'll get the capture upgrade a little bit later on. I think he might just be using those miniguns to literally deny some of Fargo's oils here. And he is very much doing that. Helix now being loaded up. This is going to be a problem because you can make as many missile defenders as you want, but on such a wide map like this, you need to be everywhere. You need to have like at least like 3 here, but there's a minigunner there. You need to have at least like probably 3 in the middle, and 3 here, 3 there. You need to have them everywhere. Otherwise, this Lix can just come in. Fargo needs to be paying attention and get the Laserlock. Fargo is at risk of getting hunted. Maybe the power could be hit there as well. Marakar hits the barracks. Not interested in the oil. He's literally going for the kill. Kills a Chinook there. Kills a dozer. Kills a power and a dozer. And yeah, that's going to be GG. That's it. Fargo's hunted. You can have all the money in the world, but it doesn't matter if you've not got the production for it. Marakar can just back off now. Make MiGs, make a bunker, whatever. He's going to unload, just shoot the final barracks. And then Fargo literally has no production, no dozers. So Marakar could just make 26 bunkers now and back off. And there's nothing Fargo could do about it. It gets hunted very, very quick. Yeah, GG. Well played there to Marakar. 2-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. If I didn't mention at the beginning, I believe this is a best of 15. I don't look on the forums at the minute to double check because there's always spoilers on there. So I've not been looking at the forums for at least 24 hours. So I think it's a best of 15, but if we have to backtrack on that later, then you know why. Down in the south position, China infantry for the blue player. This is Fargo. Up in the north position, USA Laser for the cyan player. This is Marakar. So the thing with Fargo, even though he's very good, obviously he's very good, he wouldn't be in the third place playoff. He wouldn't give Vivid such hard games. He's spamming a lot against all these top players. Obviously very good, but there's one massive weakness. And the massive weakness is the backhoe. No, it's not the backhoe. Well, it is the backhoe, but that's not the one I'm talking about today. It's Fargo Pops. No, it's not. It's not Fargo Pops either. It's Fargo Flame Wall. No, it's not that one either. It is the predictability of Fargo going for a Helix. Fargo's just lost against the Helix, so he's probably likely to do it himself. But he does a Helix like more often than probably any other player. Does no ecos more often than any other player. You'll do a Helix more often than any other player. And then if you keep being so predictable like that, we'll get hard countered. Like you saw Fargo against Vivid in the semi-finals with Inf versus GLA on Forgotten Forest, or whatever it's called. Not Forgotten Forest. Forest of Camelot. So Marakar, very smartly, just with 1v there, has chipped away already a tiny bit of HP from that Helix. Helix is heading into the base. Marakar's trying to chase it down. He's got a lot of Vs here with the ToW, so he's done a complete counter for a Helix. Wasn't even a full Helix. Bit of a range bug going on there, and Helix goes down. Fargo's tank hunters there. We're actually trying to get in the licks by the looks of things. Bit of a miss micro there from Fargo. He's loaded up the next Helix. There's only 5 or 6 guys inside of that one as well. He's got a minigunner there over on the right, doing some damage, but Marakar's on that defense as well. Marakar has flashbangs. Next Helix is ready. Heading over to the right-hand side. But you see what I mean? If you go in here for Helix, Marakar has done quite a good counter for Helixes. Helix is still very powerful. There's still a chance for Fargo to win, but it's not looking as good as in the previous game, where Fargo didn't really... I don't think he fully expected it, because Marakar isn't as predictable. Also, he's just his build, and his counter for it was just worse. So Fargo coming in now with his next Helix, but I think he's waited a bit too long there to unload, and he doesn't get to unload these guys. If he did, then that would still have been an okay position, because Marakar is actually having trouble over here. That does need to be killed. I can't believe he's not going to kill that. You have to be joking. Why would you not finish off that building? You've got loads of Rangers chasing you anyway. That is bizarre there from Fargo. Why would you not finish a building that you've just spent ages hitting? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, Fargo with the next wave. This is 2 outposts. I personally think Marakar is geared up to defend against this. Propaganda's now built for Fargo as well. think Marakar could do with some UAV drones, spy drones. Above all of this stuff, Fargo unloads all of his infantry, both of the outposts taken out. Marakar can still lose some Vs here, but the micro is just not on it for Fargo. He could have turned around and shot a V, but he didn't do it. Okay, Fargo coming in now with an ECM and an outpost. Fargo going awfully close to the backhoe. Outpost coming in. Seems not completely full, but it's got some guys inside of it. But all of that gets cleared up, and Marakar is now getting an oil. Could also get a second oil there in the back of his base. Third, fourth, fifth. If he gets all of them oils, he's going to be on 5 oils. And Fargo is going to be in a world of trouble. Napalm is in play though. He's got MiGs. Okay, some nice mix there. Gets some kills on the Vs. But the airfield is at risk of getting camped now. One of the MiGs does go down on the airfield. Fargo's here with an outpost and an ECM to defend. He's got himself 1 oil. He's getting the bottom right oil as well, so he's going to be on 2. This has been successfully defended there by Fargo. Yeah, Marakar has that oil as well. So you've got 3 there. That's 5, 6, 7 oils for Marakar, which is insane. I think Marakar should actually be dropping down a second war factory here and then a CC. Because otherwise he's going to start floating here, I think, with that many oils. But maybe he just doesn't want to get hunted. Nice engagement there from Marakar. Clears up pretty much all of the infantry. He's ahead in XP. MiGs coming through, taking out some infantry and a V. But the MiGs are taking damage as well and do go down, actually. I think at least 2 went down there. Maybe more. There's actually none on the airfield. Fargo captured that Lotus. There's a Colonel Burton there. Lotus has been revealed by the spy drone on the right. Yeah, I think personally Fargo's slowly getting overrun now. There is a second war factory in play. There's an extra supply coming up there for Marakar. When you're in this position as the USA now, you've also got level 3 Pathfinders coming. A10 will be coming now as well. You can just basically spam loads of Vs, get an ambulance, a few missile defenders, a few Pathfinders. You can just go anywhere on the map and take any decent fight, especially with the search and destroy, the extra range. A10 comes in, it does hit the prop and kills it. There's some damage there to the supply as well. Yeah, with every strike there is always some MiGs going down. They're not completely clean hits. Lotus is going to get stopped. Yeah, I think Fargo's messed this one up. Maybe just too predictable going for the Helix. And also the unload on that Helix needed to come in. Okay, that's a nice MiG hit, but again, he's losing a lot of MiGs as well. The ECM there on the ground deflecting the missiles, so the MiGs got more chance of surviving. Pathfinder's now coming into play. And that's really painful, because every outpost now that gets popped open just gets picked apart by Pathfinders. Yeah, Marakar's way too big. Way too much cash. Even with the extra war factory there, he's still floating like 8k. I think he just spent some, but he was floating 8k. 3-1 now for Marakar. Jumping into the next one then, if I'm not mistaken, Fargo would have chosen the map in game number 1, Vendetta. Marakar would have chosen Liquid Gold. And then Fargo would have chosen this one, Imminent Victory, which is a map we see all too often in my view. Down in the south, we have the GLA Tox with the blue. This is Fargo. Up in the north position with the USA Air Force. This is the Cyan player. This is Marakar. It was actually the same matchup we saw between Excal and Vivid in the final moments in the finals. If you haven't seen those games, go and watch it because it's absolutely stunning. And we've got Marakar going for a bit of a similar build to what we saw in that matchup, in particular in the finals. So he's trying to get this airfield out first, shoot the first technical. That then forces him to make quads, and then you can make Vs later on. So Marakar boxing in his dozer with a barracks and this airfield. Looks like he's thinking about going for that oil. He actually has got the capture upgrade. But the first technical is out and already across the map. First Raptor is out though, but the TNT unloads and gets its target, and now killing the Rangers inside. So as far as Fargo's concerned, that's a successful hit because he's revealed the build and hit the power. Did he notice? Did he notice the oil cap coming in, or notice that the Ranger had the capture upgrade selected? I don't know about that. But this worker on the left-hand side gets denied. And on the right, Fargo is building a sneaky tunnel. Is that one going to get up? I think Marakar's on it. Stops the worker. So pretty convincing start there for Marakar. Fargo is expanding to a third supply. And will probably want to get himself on a second arms dealer and pump out a ton of quads. Quads and RPGs is now going to be the counter to what Marakar is doing. Marakar is making a lot of missile defenders. Yeah, Fargo's doing the right thing. He's pushing now. The problem is that these Raptors are going straight to the main base of Fargo. Is he going to go for the arms dealer? He is. Goes for the arms dealer with the Raps and gets it. So Marakar just needs to hold against this now. The problem is, though, that those quads have the potential now to get on top of the Raps. So I don't know if Marakar should have held that before going across the map and shooting the arms dealer. I think in the end Marakar is going to hold this. He has lost the barracks though, and he is not collecting in a minute on this supply. But Marakar has held it. He's getting a war factory over on the left. Marakar's always doing a funky base, isn't he? That very first game and a bit of a Sim City going on. And now with this funky war factory just all the way over on the left. It's a bit like an AI. It's how an AI would do it. I suppose it doesn't matter as long as you're getting your V's out and they're getting loaded with missile defenders. At the end of the day, it does not matter. This war factory has been rebuilt. Fargo looking to get his oil. He's building 2 tunnels over on the left. Actually, it's not 2, is it? That one was just rebuilding. Fargo coming in now with a monstrous amount of RPGs on the right. There are V's now in the vicinity and a few Rangers. Okay, Okay, is this a sacrificial ambulance out by the looks of things? This fire base is going to make this push a lot harder. There's flashbangs in play now as well. Ambulance is going to push forward to get the RPGs. Gets a few of the RPGs. Not all of them, but does get a few. Fargo is on top of this position now. And Marakar is in a little bit of trouble because Fargo behind this is getting 2 oils. Marakar trying some fancy raptors here, but he is losing raptors at the same time. And now Fargo is going to be able to get on top of the airfield. This is definitely winnable for the Air Force. So if Fargo wins this here, then for sure, Fargo is going to be confident about winning the reversal. I think Air Force should be winning. And I think part of this is to do with that decision about hitting the airfield before. Sorry, about hitting the arms dealer before when he actually should have focused on defending. You sort your defense out first, then you go for those funky strikes across the map later on. Maybe that fire base should have been a little bit sooner. Because I actually think it was a very nice start by Marakar, but now he's in a bit of trouble. Okay, Marakar is holding. Strategy center is being built. But Marakar's not collecting on this right side supply. Meanwhile, Fargo's on 3 supplies. Marakar is collecting from the mid, actually, but Fargo's probably about to shut that down. Fargo has 2 oils. He's building his palace.
Search and destroy.
Fargo flushes out that middle building. There's a carpet bomb. I thought it was on the oil, but it's actually going to be on a supply. That fake arms dealer getting sold there is a little bit weird from Fargo. Because it wouldn't have actually sold in time anyway, and now he's just sold one of his buildings. It was fake though, so not a massive deal really. But Fargo is about to be on Palace is going to be getting buggies and quads. Marakar is back collecting on 2 supplies. TNT is coming through. I don't know if Marakar cancelled that or not. I think he did. But that TNT could have killed that oil though. Is Fargo now regretting that and wishing he hit that oil? Fargo pushing forward. Probably another TNT. And a load of quads. He's going to be wanting to hit that oil, I think. TNT gets intercepted. I wonder if Fargo's just going to sacrifice all of these quads and try to go for the oil kill. I think he's going to get the oil kill. I do think he's... Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Marakar saves it. Yeah, and Fargo's lost a lot of quads there, and they're expensive. 750 each is a quad. Fargo continually going for it. You see that first TNT, should have just gone for it because you see how many quads he had to sacrifice to stop it. Okay, he does get the oil in the end. A10 coming through for Marakar. Marakar dishing out some heavy damage here in the middle. Spectre gunship that was as well. Combined with the A10 has finished off the palace. And yeah, I think Fargo had this game, but I think he's donated a game, as he would say. I think he might have a Fargo throw. I think he's donated a game. He is still in it, but yeah, losing all them quads when that TNT should have been the thing to kill the oil. Those quads might have been enabled this this army to be slowed down enough for you to get the buggies out. It's a TNT from Fargo, but it fails to hit the target. Marakar now building another airfield. Palace is being rebuilt. CC is being built for Fargo. He could get level 2 ambush. That could really wreck these Vs. Does he have the Anthrax Gamma? No, not yet. Yeah, one level 2 ambush here could be very juicy. Fargo gets the Vet 3V. Very nice. Wondered if he was going to go for the ambulance, but going for the strong V was definitely the right choice. Nice split fire there from Marakar. Gets both of the buggies. Palace is only just being rebuilt now, and the buggy spam has to take place after that. Marakar here with a lot of missile defenders. This TNT does kind of get in. Has Marakar got anything there to defend it? He's bringing back all of his Vs. Look at these guys go, man. He's really going for it. He is going for it. He does not get it. There's a little bit of damage there to the airfield. Marakar is building supply drop zones in the back of the base. Carpet bomb here from Marakar. Annihilates another supply. Fargo still has an oil in play on the left. Actually, 2 in play. Weird that Marakar has not dealt with that yet on the right. Nice Raptors. Expect a gunship on the only market there of Fargo. Fargo does have a few buggies out though, so he should be able to deal with these Vs. Particle cannon being built. That's fuel air bomb indicating Marakar is level 5. Oil gets picked off. Oh, wow. Okay. Rebel ambush not used for the Vs, but actually used to save this oil over on the right. There's still a ranger there, though, so all he's done really is delay it. Would it have been better to do it on the Vs? Don't know. Particle cannon is up. Raptors are up. Supply drop zones in play. Raptors coming in, finishing off these quads. Does he have the upgrades on the Raps? Nope. Okay, A-10 comes in again from Marakar. Hits the only market. No fortified structure there from Fargo, but I think he's struggling now in terms of the economy. Colonel Burton over on the right. We'll plant a bomb now on Fargo's oil. There's a quad here, but Colonel Burton's job is done. These Raptors just wrecking things. Wrecking these tunnels up the front, getting some veterancy there on the Raps. Fargo's buggies here, still useful against the Vs. Especially now the Raptors are already shot. And having to go back to reload. Another TNT comes through from Fargo. Does get a V and some missile defenders there with the TNT. Nicely played from Marakar, picking off all of these tunnels. Pushing Fargo further and further back, taking out his economy slowly. These Vs now coming in again. Don't know if Fargo has an answer now to these Vs. There is a battle bus out, but the King Raptors could just come in and take that out. Fargo unloads everything from his tunnel. But the Raptors come through, take out the battle busters. 2 Raptors go down for 2 battle busters. But Marakar can just keep pushing. With the extra range here, his Vs are so strong. John McKell snipes one of the Vs. One of the other Vs gets taken out. Second V gets taken out. It's going to be a leaflet bomb. Disables everything, including the Jean Monkel and the worker. Carpet bomb, Spectre. This is why Air Force is the strongest. Just the support powers are insane. We say it every time, but they just get more and more mental. And that is GG. Fargo defeated. Yeah, I really thought he had that game, you know, when he got all them quads in the back of Marakar's base. But Marakar, in the end, was able to hold out, rebuild. And, yeah, takes it now to 4-1. Okay, jumping into the next one. Up in the top, USA Air Force to the blue. This is Fargo. So Fargo really needs to get the win here with the Air Force to make it 4-2. Because Air Force is the strongest. Air Force should probably be winning here. But also Fargo just can't fall 5-1 behind in the opening games if he expects to take the set. Down in the south with the Cyan. This is the DoMiNaToR. This is Marakar. Okay, Dozer Crush attempt there from Fargo. Fails to get the worker. First V is out from Fargo. Heads out over to the right side, but the workers are actually in the center and to the left. Actually, there is a worker now heading over to the right. First tentacle is out from Marakar. I'm going to guess that's a double TNT. Going to go for the power. No, it is a triple, and he gets the supply. He gets it. And with one of the TNTs there, he killed his own technical, so Fargo doesn't even get the XP from killing the technical. So that's quite a nice strike there from Marakar to kick things off. Instantly dropping down his third supply and loading this bunker up heavily with RPGs.
I'll make the sacrifice.
I'll make the sacrifice. Okay, Ranger on the right gets denied. Fargo's second supply is in play. TNT comes through again from Marakar, and he gets the War Factory. These TNTs are really on point there for Marakar. Extra tunnels being deployed in Marakar's base. He's a little bit worried about a counter-attack, I think. Three Vs and an ambulance ready now for Fargo. They are very, very full, those Vs. War Factory gets rebuilt. And for some reason, Fargo's combat drop there completely messes up. I don't know if Fargo pulled off it or misclicked it or if that was too full or what. But also some of the guys there got shot by the Tox. Or was it because he combat dropped it and then it got flushed out? I'm not sure. But either way, I think Marakar's played very, very well there. Marakar now under pressure from these three Vs that are pushed out. Very full. Coming in to try to engage is a tech RPG. One of the V's going extremely low. One of the V's do go down. Tentacles from Marakar coming in again. It's Tech RPG once again, and another V gets picked off. And another V from the Tentacles. Very, very well played from Marakar. He's also harassing over on the left-hand side with this quad. Almost gets a Chinook for it. Let's get it cleared up in the end. Bit of an engagement here, and Fargo's losing more and more Vs as time goes by. Marakar way ahead with XP, which is quite unusual actually, that the GLA is ahead of the USA, because usually the USA is the one who's so efficient with losing minimal units and minimal Vs. Marakar is making this work. Okay, strategy center being deployed by Fargo. He's also building a combat Chinook and a firebase over on the left. A lot of tentacles coming in. Marakar now under pressure from the air from the combat Chinook. There's a lot of RPGs here, and they might actually just take down the combat Chinook. No, combat Chinook flies away for now, but it is extremely low. Is coming in handy dealing with the technicals, but it's still extremely low, and Fargo's V count is 1. So yeah, you'll either need a new combat Chinook or to repair it by dropping down an airfield. Marakar grabs himself an oil down in the bottom left. Search and destroy is now deployed. This Chinook, it's going to be used to bait some of the shots there, and also deflect the RPG missiles. Another quad though from Marakar over on the left side. Marakar's oil on the right is getting hit. This quad is eventually going to get dealt with. It's one extremely low Chinook there, though. The strategy center seems to have been TNT'd there by Marakar. You can see where the explosion was. Fargo having to remake that. Microwave tank has been produced by Fargo. Is that a mistake? Fargo pushing deeper into the base with these pretty fully loaded Vs. First tunnel there gets picked up. Worker line under threat, but Marakar doesn't care for the time being. He's going in for this counter-attack. Bit of a base trade going on at the minute. I think it maybe favors Marakar though, because I can't see any way Fargo's going to deal with that. But I can see probably a few ways that Marakar can hold against that. Fargo's going to actually have to go back. Fargo returning to base with these 3 Vs. But that Vet 3 quad takes out a V very, very quick. There's a lot of RPGs here as well. The Chinook gets picked off. Vet 3 V picked off. The next V picked off. Fargo is probably about to get hunted by this Vet 3 quad. The CC is being built. Fargo cancels the CC. I don't know if that was the right decision to cancel CC, in all honesty, but I don't think it makes a difference. That is GG. Marakar is on a roll. 5-1 is the score. Okay, moving on to the next one. We've got Mountain Mayhem down at the bottom right with the GLA Stealth. This is the blue. This is Fargo. Up at the top left, we have the sign player with the DoMiNaToR. This is Marakar. So it is a GLA mirror, so it could be a bit longer than the other ones, depending on whether Marakar can do a bit of a stomp in mid-game with the amount of scorpions that he's probably planning to spam. We shall see. It's one advantage of the Tox is he can produce the scorpion tags, and the stealth only has quads and hijackers, really. Okay, 2 tunnels here for Fargo. He's doing a bit of a big size strategy, which is go for the oils and then into a third supply later, maybe? First technical out from Marakar. Tries to get in this box, but I don't know if it's that great of a box. Marakar's trying something funky here. He's trying to do this new trick. Dropped off a worker. He's going to send the worker into the worker line and then build a demo trap. That's what he's going to try to do. It didn't work out there. The worker wasn't really going in. Still a 1% tunnel there for Fargo. Ooh, that technical hits the rebel. Fargo is getting 1 oil. Tex and RPG do clear up the technical inside of Marakar's base. Fargo's getting the bottom left supply and also building a tunnel up in the top right, so he's going to have some quite good map control and these oils in the middle. Fargo with some nice damage there on the workers. If he does that a couple more times, all of them workers will be dead. Maybe even just one more time. Fargo's trying to get this oil. Marakar's a little bit too close to the tunnel. If Fargo has this supply down in the bottom left, he's stealthed it. More tunnels being built for Fargo up in the top right. Marakar is in this area with his own technical. He's going to find out now that Fargo's here. Yeah, he does now know that. He's starting to make the scorpions, but only from one war factory. And Fargo's found himself now with a super tech. Fargo is trapped a little bit here, because if Marakar popped from there, might have been able to take out that super tech, but he doesn't do that. Marakar gaining this oil. More and more tunnels being built by Fargo. He's building a palace now in the back of his base. Bit messed up here because the quads and the workers. He's only collecting on one worker on that side, actually. Super tech from Fargo trying to kill this oil. He's trying to kill it the slow way because he could just kill that worker. It would make things easier. Bit of defense coming in here from Fargo, trying to hold Marakar from that position. Big tech RPG blob from Marakar takes out the super tech. Very nice. Marakar needs to be careful. Yeah, that wasn't good. Loses a bunch of RPGs there and his technical. More and more tunnels being dropped down for Fargo up in the top right. Marakar's got a bit of surround going on his base. Marakar deciding to take out this left oil, so both middle oils are now gone. Fargo at advantage because he has this bottom left area and Marakar doesn't have his top right area. Yeah, I think Marakar is going to clear this. The battle bus is out though for Fargo. That's a very, very quick battle bus. Fargo doesn't really want to be using quads there unless he's just trying to distract the fire of the rockets and then use the battle bus once the rockets are fired. That I can understand. Fargo loses his battle bus. Battle bus is still firing back though whilst in the hull mode. Takes out a load of scorpions, but ultimately Fargo gets cleared from this position. And Marakar is now ahead in XP, mainly because killing each of these tunnels is 101 XP. Fargo building up the market count. Marakar now with a big attack down in the bottom left. Is Fargo going to be able to hold this with the 4 tunnels and buggies? Marakar continues to press, but his scorpions becoming fewer and fewer in numbers. Fargo's also crept quite close to Marakar's base with a decent amount of stealth tunnels right in Marakar's face, really. So once this is cleared, all of this will be able to be chipped away by the buggies there of Fargo quite easily. But Fargo is losing some buggies here. Some nice micro from the Scorpion from Marakar. Yeah, Marakar still being annoying here. Might take out another buggy. No, not quite. Fargo now building a Scudstorm and a CC. I actually think knowing Marakar likes the Saboteurs. Actually, can Tox make Saboteurs? Can't remember now. I don't think he can he? But no, Marakar likes to go for sneaky stuff like that. Let's say Marakar was stealth or GLA or whatever. You could build that CC on one of the sides of the Scud and then it would stop anything coming in from that side. So Fargo with his 2 artillery platforms out in the middle of the map. Fargo could have had a nice pop there. Those 3 buggies escape. I don't know how. Fargo has killed that oil, but Rebel Ambush comes in from Marakar, takes out like 2 or maybe 3 buggies. But yeah, that's been TNT'd. Marakar is losing a lot of ground. Yeah, look, if you just look at that map vision, map control, I think it's safe to say Marakar there considerably behind. Yeah, Fargo building more and more markets, and also a second Scudstorm. No Scudstorm in sight though for Marakar. Very technical for Fargo. Returns to base. Fargo's vision is like, what, 80% of the map? Marakar is like, what, 20 or 25%?
Let's kick some dirt.
If Fargo can take out that tunnel somehow, then Marakar's vision is reduced even more by quite a bit. Just that one tunnel. There is a sneaky worker there, hiding behind the tree. Scud Storm now in play for Fargo. All of the buggies there for Marakar getting eaten alive, but Battle Busters now rock up, and I think Fargo's buggies are now going to get eaten alive, and they do. Fargo snipes with the Jarman, but that also goes down. There's some rebels inside of here. Quite a nice defense there from Marakar, but he did lose a bunch of buggies as well, and his buggies are more expensive, remember, and his base is like quite compact here. One or two Scud Storms could actually dish out some real damage. Yeah, Fargo does want to hit this tunnel position, and does. He's also getting another sneaky tunnel there for himself over on the right side with that worker that was in a tree earlier. There's also a TNT got inside of there that's hit something that we've completely missed. Maybe that snuck down the left-hand side. Still inside of Marakar's base. Could be annoying because Fargo might be able to get the kill on a scaffold or something. Or Marakar might be scared to place something down because there's a unit there. Yeah, he will need to deal with that, and he is. Yeah, he gets it. It's probably killed a market, hasn't it? If that's... He was going for one of the buildings, probably going for one of the markets. Yeah, Fargo creeping further and further forward. Scud Storm now has about 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes to fire. Here comes the Anthrax Bomb from Fargo. Oh no, it's not even the Anthrax Bomb. Of course it's not. It's not level 5. It's actually it's actually this dropping off a quad. Another epic battle bus though, and gets a load of buggies. Not all of them. Gets countered there by Fargo in the end. However, it did get a bunch of buggies. Yeah, Fargo continually chipping away at Marakar's map vision, which is getting less and less anyway. Okay, probably attempted TNT here from Marakar, but sadly for him, it does not work out. It continues to be a buggy trade-off. First Scud, so I'm going to fire in 30 seconds. Wasn't there a Scud being built there earlier? And then as he cancelled it and switched it into a few markets instead. Fargo's only collecting with 2 workers there, but there's only a few crates left. Yeah, Fargo building more and more markets. Yeah, his map control, his map vision is very, very impressive. It's a good storm here for Fargo. See where that's going to hit.
Launching Scudstorm.
Scud Storm is going to be on the palace, and if that radar van stays there, it's going to go down too. Yeah, the annoying thing there for Marakar is that's actually hurt his production as well as killed the palace. Because it killed the buggy, and it's also damaged the war factory, and any units that come out now are going to stand probably in the toxin puddle. Marakar actually sells that arms dealer. Okay. Don't know if it's worth to sell that one. He does have that was his third actually, so yeah, maybe he doesn't need, approaching these later stages of the game, maybe he doesn't need that one. Get 1,250 back. Yeah, Fargo's level 5. Fargo's Jarman just got picked off on the right side though by the enemy Jarman. And there comes the Anthrax bomb from Fargo. That's going to get a nice load of cash. Watch Fargo's cash. I'm not sure what level of bounty money he's getting, but he just killed a bunch of workers. He has a CC, so his cash did go up. Didn't look like a crazy amount. But this is another one where I think it's winnable both ways. If the games go late like this, then stealth, in my view, has a major advantage because of stealth tunnels and cheaper buggies. But like kind of mid-game, normally the amount of scorpions that get produced on 3 arms dealers of the Tox can often close out a game too. Okay, Battlebuster Fargo there goes down, but it is stealth, so it's a bit annoying. Marakar scans it. It's going to try and chip away at the HP. Marakar is losing a bit of stuff here, but that Scud Storm is going to fire again in 2 minutes. Fargo is not building any more markets by the looks of it. He did build them earlier, but hasn't built any more since. Yeah, this army is always invisible because it's being GPS scrambled. But it keeps getting scanned by Marakar as well. Yeah, I think Marakar's hoping to get himself to level 5 and then a sneak attack in the base of Fargo when he's not got any units inside of his tunnel. Could be very, very decent. Got a Vet 3 Jarman. Not to be confused with the Vet 3 German on a bike. Jarman back in action now for Fargo. Will he kill him in one shot, though? I think he does kill him in one shot, even when he's Vet 3. But Pathfinder might not. Oh, he's going to get sniped. No, he's not getting sniped, actually. The Vet 3 Jarman in the end there did get picked off. Got a Vet 1 Jarman now. for it. Scud Storm ready to fire for Fargo once again. Marakar just needs one more kill. That'll be it. Until he gets level 5.
Launching Scud Storm.
Scud Storm is ready, and it's going to be on a arms dealer and a market there of Marakar. Okay, we do a sneak attack now, and it is from Marakar. Pops a bunch of stuff. Fargo sells one of the markets. Don't know if he sold that a little bit too soon. Nice Anthrax bomb there from Marakar. That stops the production and stops the defense of the buggies. And Marakar actually having a bit of success here. He's forced the sale of one market and now killed the second. Battle bus also coming in from Fargo. Try and defend against this. Fargo's building one more market down at the bottom left, which is a fake. Bit of a mutual assured destruction there. John McKell for Fargo still roaming around looking for some targets. Still a tunnel there from Fargo. Fargo's really bad at cancelling old buildings. Not much you gain from having that there. I think you should be getting the cash back and building more markets with the cash. Fargo creeping forward and forward with his tunnels. His vision is massive. I don't know if he's just scanned there in the base or he's just dropped off his Anthrax bomb, yeah? Dropped off an Anthrax bomb in the back. Marakar can clear that though now, can't he? He can just clear it with his Scorpion, just force fire to ground. Rebel Ambush kills some stuff there. It's getting quite a long and scrappy game, this actually. Looked like Fargo was way ahead, but I think because he took the pressure off with the markets, he stopped building the markets and just focused on units for a bit. I think now maybe they're probably quite even in terms of the markets. Just Fargo has loads more map control. Sneak attack again from Marakar down in the bottom left. There's a lot of Scorpions here. Fargo brings in his battle bus, but one of the markets there was killed. Market going to be rebuilt right in the corner. Some random TNTs out like that. Maybe just like 2 in the back, and as soon as the sneak comes, put them near it. Could be ways of dealing with sneak attacks for cheap. Okay, Fargo picks off the tunnel there at the front of Marakar's defense. Marakar is getting pushed so far back now. His defensive tunnels are actually behind the black markets and against the edge of the map. Insane scenes here on Mountain Mayhem. Well, the Scud Storm is going to fire again. It's quite rare that actually the game is still going and actually seemingly competitive when that Scud is about to hit for the 3rd time. But I think, yeah, Marakar, it's just running out of ground now a bit too much when the tunnels are that far back. It really does tell you a lot. I think a Scud Storm even there when Marakar popped would have been decent. Fargo should be looking for a target now. He doesn't want to wait around too long. With that Scud, is he going to scan in the base? Hitting the palace is always a good one.
Scud Storm.
Hitting markets is always a good one as well. I think both of them markets will go down. So if those two go down, just leave those 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 markets now. Jean-Michel versus Jean-Michel again. Marakar comes out on top. Just had a spidey sense, or maybe he's just been scanning over and over again until he finds it. He did find the German and gets it again. Fargo has an oil advantage, and he has done for a while, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 markets. Sneak attack again, this time from Marakar defensively. And frag spawn for Marakar, but sadly for him, Fargo has pulled all his buggies back. We're approaching 30 minutes into this game. Jean-Michel gets picked off. Battle bus again for Marakar. Finds a load of buggies again. It's like the 3rd time that's happened this set. Battle buses from Marakar is always finding a way to the buggies. And Marakar also steals a battle bus and runs off with it. Yeah, Fargo standing in the tox there a little bit. He doesn't have junk repair, but he does have the other upgrades, buggy ammo and AP rockets. And Marakar's CC now in danger. It's gone about half HP. Another battle bus coming in. No, 2 battle buses coming in. Is Fargo going to pay attention? 2 buggies have gone down so far. 3 buggies. Yeah, buggies continually hitting the CC. Another market being built now for Marakar. Even if Fargo does get the win here, it's been a bit mentally draining for him, I think. More and more markets being built for Fargo. Anthrax bomb coming in for Fargo. CC there. Marakar is going to get killed eventually. We haven't seen any saboteurs or anything to reset the support powers. Something that we expect Marakar might do in the reverse when he plays the stealth. Marakar gaining some ground, counter-attacking on the right, whilst his CC got picked off. And Marakar has been defeated. Yeah, it was a nice game there from Fargo. He still certainly had to work for it, but overall he is bringing this back a little bit. It's now 5-2 for Marakar. Okay, jumping into the next one. Up in the top left, we have the DoMiNaToR with the blue. This is Fargo. Down in the bottom right, we have the GLA Stealth with the cyan color. This is Marakar. So yeah, as you saw in the previous game, there's certain advantages that both of the armies have. One of the advantages of Tox is his tunnels are insanely powerful against all kind of ground units. What's Fargo doing here? Is that a misclick or is he meant to do it? I think he's meant to do it because he's bringing another worker. So yeah, your tunnels are strong and you've got tanks. And like when you get on 2 or 3 arms dealers, you spam a load of tanks, you push. Providing the palace isn't up yet, you can often gain loads of ground just by spamming the scorpions. But the advantages of stealth is if it goes past that mid-game point, if he lasts that long, then the stealth tunnels and the cheap buggies come into play. And when that comes into play, then you can be chipping away at all the scorpions. But then later on, again, when it turns into very, very late game, super late game, then the sneak attack is very powerful again with the scorpions. So Marakar knows that one is the fake. He just tried to shoot it to make sure. Realizes this one is the real one. Comes in with a TNT, gets the TNT. Fargo is on 4 supplies though, so he should be able... Oh no, 3 supplies. He should be able to rebuild that pretty quick, and also the arms dealer hasn't been completely killed. This is a nice little attack. That's a very nice attack. Marakar went for the kill there on the worker, but he's not going to get it. It's actually a very nice start there from Fargo. About as good as you want. Even though you got TNT'd, he's killed the technical, got himself some scrap. He already got a second arms dealer, albeit fake. He's won all of this engagement. Got himself another scrapped technical. He could just force fire that oil and get it out of the way. He has a tunnel down here as well. He's got a very fast expansion in the top right. I think that's looking very, very good for Fargo, actually. Very, very nice. Fargo does have to deal with these technicals in his base, though. I think he will, though, because he's got a couple of scrapped up technicals himself, and that's got a vet too as well. Marakar also picking off the workers. Fargo doesn't need to worry about his worker count because he's only collected on 3 there when he needs like 6 at least. And he also could do another supply there, but I think he's focused on units at the minute. 100% tunnel left from Fargo. Fargo will be typing lucky. I don't know if that's a super tech now. I think it is. It is a super tech. See, these tunnels are insane. But one of the sneaky little things you can do with RPGs is if you, as long as they're not bunched up in like a big blob, spread them out. They actually do outrange the Tox tunnel. Just by a tiny little bit. Okay, Fargo coming in now with his own technicals. Does run a little bit into a stealth tunnel, but he seems to not care for the minute. He's going to try to kill the stealth tunnel. Is doing. Marakar getting some ground there in the middle. He's getting 2 oils for himself. Marakar loses another technical. That one could get a super tech now, but is Fargo going to do it? Yes, he is. Gets himself a super tech. Looking pretty good still for Fargo. But Marakar did grab himself 2 oils between this. That stealth rebel shouldn't be able to stop this. There's a worker here hiding in the tree. Now Fargo is starting that all-important Scorpion spam. There's a hijacker out there. He could steal the super tech, actually. But Fargo, I think, knows it because he's just put a rebel inside of it. So now that can't be captured. The Scorpion at the back isn't going to get captured. There's a lot of quads here, though, for Marakar. But Marakar is getting surrounded by Fargo at the minute. Fargo's dominating that bottom left area again. Fargo now putting pressure on the arms dealers of Marakar. Marakar is on a palace. Hijacker back in play. Marakar. Fargo really wants this oil for himself. It's been repaired back to full HP. One of the Scorpions here will probably get hijacked. Did deny the oil there as well. That's quite important, actually. Very worthwhile hijacker. Super Tech still in play for Fargo. Marakar pushing out now with his quads. Takes out a tunnel. Took out a ton of stuff. And now making battle busters and making his first market. Yeah, Fargo. I reckon he's. I think he's won this one. TNT gets denied. Yeah, that's really bad news for Marakar. Because now he's under pressure here, but he has got 2 battle busters fairly quick. Kills one of the quads, but the battle busters survive. Markets are going up for Fargo, and his palace is already completed too. Fargo really should be queuing up a rebel and getting this oil again. Marakar coming in from the back and taking out this tunnel. I think that battle bus can get deleted if they all clicked on it as soon as it came out, but he didn't click on it as soon as it came out. Yeah, battle bus goes down now. Next battle bus pops from Marakar. Pop now from the quads. A lot of RPGs here for Fargo. Battle bus pops again from Marakar. No Jean-Michel in action, but he would be needed now because there's so many RPGs. Fargo grabs himself another oil, so he's on 3 oils. Marakar on just this one over here. But Marakar is under a lot of pressure because his 2 supplies here are going to get hit, and it's only going to leave him with 1, and that one's going to mine out soon. So, yeah, looking like Fargo's doing a bit of a mini comeback here. All those games he's been playing are paying off. That's what Marakar thinks, or prides himself on his GLA and GLA mirrors. I think he really, really likes it, but the fact that Fargo's been able to probably win both with the stealth and with the tox, I think that's quite impressive. Yeah, Fargo's still collecting there. Marakar's only oil is being picked off. Meanwhile, Fargo's chilling on 3. Marakar's actually ahead in XP. I think that's mainly because these Scorpions are able to just get picked off by the buggies. Bit of rebel ambush there, but yeah, Marakar has been defeated. GG. Well played there to Fargo. Mini comeback is on the way. 5-3 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next map. We are on Drowning Desert by Millard 9, up in the north position with the USA Laser in the blue. This is Fargo. Down in the bottom left, we've got an imbalanced matchup. This is the USA Air Force. This is a Cyan player. This is Marakar. Fargo will need to do some kind of an all-in rush here. Does not want the game going later. King Raptors with flying around, taking out your Chinooks and Dozers for free, and your Vs and whatever else you've got. So Fargo will need to go for some crazy rush here. Let's see what he can do. He's going for double barracks. It's going to be a big man spam. Marakar dropping 2 missile defenders and a dozer. Meanwhile, going for this airfield and barracks build. The drop from Fargo is on the way. Marakar's going to try to steal the UN crate. Drops off a missile defender. It's going to harass Fargo's collection. Fargo's going to try to come in now with this big drop, but there's loads of rangers here. Also a dozer here from Marakar. I think the dozer could have even moved out of the way or carried on going, but maybe Marakar's paying attention elsewhere. He's flying around with that Chinook still. Fargo did bring 2 rangers, but there's like 5 here for Marakar, so all of that drop now is going to get cleared up. And yeah, I mean, that drop getting cleared up is insane. And Fargo loses a dozer on the left. He's building a war factory over here on the right. Yeah, sadly for Fargo, that has not worked out. That's the quickest game we've seen so far. Maybe one of the quickest in the World Series, actually. And Marakar extends his lead there to 6-3. So Fargo will definitely be wanting to get the win here with the USA Air Force. You cannot take Marakar for granted, though, that you're going to get a victory just because you've got the strongest army in the game and one of the most imbalanced matchups. Definitely still got to take this serious. Down at the bottom left, we have the blue USA Air Force. But a player that is Fargo. And up in the top right position, USA Laser. Got a sign. Player this is Marakar. Best of 15, if I'm not mistaken. So you still need to get to 8 wins. Unless I'm wrong. If it gets to 7 in the set and there's no more replays, then yeah, I might have been wrong about that. I'm pretty sure it's best of 15 though. Okay, Fargo coming through with this drop. He has gone for war factory and the barracks, Fargo, as the air. He's coming in to get the UN crate, and he does get the UN crate. What a weird game this is. Marakar's building a barracks over on the left. Fargo's getting laser locked here. Fargo's actually going for a giant oil cap strat. Drop from Fargo coming in once again. Marakar's supplies again hit. Marakar's going to get 2 oils, and Fargo so far only getting 1 oil, which is this one down in the bottom right. Fargo's also only collecting on 1 Chinook. So Marakar's got a greater economy at the minute, I think. But Marakar's 2 barracks that he's produced are being camped right now by the V's. Yeah, Fargo always ensuring that he stays in front of these barracks. He's now going to try and hit this dozer over on the right, but Marakar kept his CC. He's now made a combat Chinook, Fargo. He lives a Helix and he lives a combat Chinook. There is another dozer though, and a CC still, so even if you kill the dozers, doesn't really make that much of a difference because Marakar has everything he needs at the minute. But the dozers have been picked off nonetheless, which do cost 1,000. And the supply is now getting harassed of Marakar. Marakar's on 3 oils. Fargo's on 1. He's losing a lot of HP on this combat Chinook. He doesn't want to take 1 more hit there, because otherwise it will start moving slowly and then it's a lot easier to kill. Also, the splash damage here can kill the combat Chinook as well. Oh, there's an Avenger out. Oh my god, Fargo Is this a Fargo throw? Loses his combat Chinook. Well, Fargo's still doing okay in the sense that he's camping these barracks still. That one getting sold now on the left. This one is now getting hit on the right. But Fargo is still only on 1 supply. And 2 oils. Hitting the Chinooks over and over again is one of the best things you can do. They're so expensive to replace. $1,200 each. And it's just a free shot, basically, for the Raptor. And then just fly back. But Marakar now pushing forward. Now, what you don't want is a bit of a death blob, which is like 4 Avengers and 4 Vs or something that you can't do anything about. So you want to try and kill that now, deal with it now, whilst it's quite a small group. Fargo unloads all of his stuff. Laserlock comes in on the Avenger. Avenger goes down. But there's more infantry here for Marakar. Fargo's still in the base. Kills another Chinook there with another Raptor. Another Avenger is here, though. Fargo is in a little bit of trouble here because there's so many missile defenders. There's a Ranger, damaged V, and yeah, mainly it's Avenger, but the damaged V goes down. Fargo is getting the oils back. And Marakar's putting good pressure on Fargo here. I still think Fargo's ahead, though. Mainly because he's picking off these Chinooks over and over, and they're really expensive, and he's getting the oils as well, so he's tipping the economy. Ooh, don't even know what fully happened then. I think it's still got missiles to fire, though. Yeah, it does. Marakar keeps making them, but they cost 1,200 each. Just think about all the money that they haven't collected because they keep getting shot down. But how many $1,200 does he have to remake because they keep getting shot down as well? And how many Vs and missile defenders and Avengers could that have been? So Fargo doing a very good job there, keeping on top of the economy. Fargo now expanding to another supply. Yeah, Fargo did okay here, I think. Would it have been better just to go for the war factory? Sorry, for the airfield and the barracks, just like Marakar did? I think he was trying to not be predictable for once. I think it was expected that he might just do the airfield and the barracks. He changed it up, and I do admire that. And I think it has worked out now because he's got the second supply going. He's got an airfield full of Raps. Still got a dozer. And that Avenger's going to try to get the crush. Fargo's still on 2 oils. Marakar has this one. Okay, nice fly over there from Fargo. He's still going to lose Vs though because there's so many missile defenders. And the Raptor doesn't fly over the same spot exactly over and over again. All the Vs there for Fargo do get cleared, but he's got another wave ready to go. More Chinooks being produced by Marakar. He's on 4 Chinooks now and 2 supplies. Amazing that Marakar's reached this stage. Fargo's now coming in with his Raps again. You can actually just hit the supply now with the Raps. But nice pickoffs once again with the Raptors. 3 kills over and over again. Laserlock comes in on these Vs on the side of the map. Marakar's going to lose the V there. Stows is taking damage, but again, he's kept his CC. Fargo killing more and more Chinooks. Yeah, Marakar made this look doable. That's made Fargo sweat a little bit, but ultimately I think the Air Force is still sadly going to come out on top. It's just how strong the Air Force is in this matchup. It's one of the most imbalanced in the game. At least Avengers got like cheaper Avengers at 1,500. Yeah, Fargo just cleaning up now, and Marakar has been defeated. But Fargo really didn't need that, because when you're behind, you don't want a 1-1 matchup, and that's what just happened. So 6-4 is now the score. Okay, jumping into the next one, Tox v Super Weapon. Up in the top right, we have the Jello Tox with the blue. This is Fargo. Down in the bottom left, this could also be a 1-1 matchup, by the way. Tox is significantly stronger than Super Weapon. Down in the bottom left, we have the Cyan. Super Weapon for Marakar. So Marakar looks like he's going for an oil cap of sorts. He might be doing a big size style, where he's going for oils, but also going to drop a dozer as a bit of a distraction. And he's doing like a little bit of a triangle box here. So Fargo knows what's up because he's seen the Ranger. Marakar building a barracks, spotty oil. That'll be just to keep Fargo busy. If Fargo clears this up, what do you think he's expected to clear things up here? The barracks will keep him busy for a bit, which will allow the super weapon to actually build up some stuff back at home. And he is getting 1 oil at least. This dozer's getting hit. This Tox Rebel just clearing up everything. That worker's being stopped though, 99%, and the dozer here got stopped. But behind this, it's allowed Marakar some time just to build up. He's got himself 1 oil. Okay, Tentacle there gets laser locked. Worker has been dropped off. 2 workers dropped off, actually. 2 tunnels being built. Marakar's first V is coming out now. Will he be able to stop that in time before these tunnels get up? I think he may be able to. If he lets them get up, it's going to be game over. So you need to stop them. Marakar moves in with his V and targets both of the workers. Very, very nice. Fargo's expanded up into the top left. Expanding also inside of his base. Marakar's still on 1 oil. He might be trying to go for this one, though. Bunch of tentacles here for Fargo, and there was missile defenders inside of it. Inside of the ambulance. They do get picked off, though. Actually, weirdly, the ambulance survives. Thought all of that might get killed then, but it does survive. Marakar's now got himself a 2nd oil. Fargo's now here with a bunch of technicals with RPGs inside of it. I think he's going to try and trap this maybe, but there's more of these reinforcements coming from Marakar. Next arms dealer is going up for Fargo. Fargo losing units here for free. Goes inside of this building to defend, but Marakar's building up these numbers. And that's looking like quite a dangerous push, actually. You don't want to be losing here with the Tox against Super. So yeah, Marakar now pushing out across the map. He's going to run straight into this tunnel, though. Someone's going to take out a V at least, yeah. Technicals in the back of the base. Currently doing nothing. That one has something inside of it. Fargo under a lot of pressure now. These Vs and ambulances inside of his base. Marakar clears up technicals in his base. Fargo's trying to get the wraparound here to try to defend against these Vs. Sends one technical there to stop the capture, but Fargo beats Marakar inside of this building. Don't know why Marakar didn't put a missile defender in there first, because he had the upper hand there by getting to that building first. Yeah, this attack from Marakar is kind of being stopped. Yeah, another V there goes down. Fargo losing an oil. He has got this oil down in the bottom right, and he is collecting now on the mid. Fargo's economy is up and rolling, and I think it's becoming more even now. So the technical numbers will be able to get up quite fast. I think Fargo... Is he going for that? I don't know what he's going for. Marakar now trying to go inside of that building. Artillery platform will be helpful here, especially when there's no ambulance. Ooh. Nicely done there from Fargo. Flushes out the building, puts some RPGs inside of it. And where's he going to go now, Marakar? Where's Fargo going to go now? Marakar's kind of trapped at the minute. Goes for a big unload. Fargo gets another V. Going for the last remaining V. Now there's just ambulances left and a few missile defenders. This attack through the middle, though, from Marakar is doing some damage as well. Fargo's building up his technical numbers and nearly on a palace. Search and destroy has been deployed. Airfield is being constructed. Marakar still can expand there and also get his refinery. In fact, both players have forgotten about their refinery in this particular game. Oil cap for Fargo fails. Marakar still on 2 oils. Fargo tries to get this windmill thing. But Marakar preemptively shot it down. Marakar still with no ambulance here. Now brings in the ambulance. Fargo with 6k just then. Now spent some of it. It's building another barracks. Is that indicating TNTs and the Jarman going to be produced? It's one of the reasons if you want to build both of them at the same time. Why you might build 2 barracks. Alphas are now out. One of the tunnels there got cleared. CC now being built by Marakar. Yeah, Marakar's now able to clear up a little bit because he's got this alpha for support. And the V's in quite a big blob of search and destroy. It becomes quite hard for the Tox now. Tox will need to try and get on top of the airfield with a technical. Marakar seems to have quite a nice defense setup with V's spread out everywhere. Yeah, Fargo now in a lot of trouble, losing his supply. The buggy's now out there. Jean Michel has been scanned, and these Auroras are chipping away at the middle. Marakar now gets himself another oil, so that's it would have been 3, but one's just been destroyed. It's now 2 again. Fargo's a little bit too close there with his buggies, and maybe Fargo's panicking a little bit now because those buggies were just basically sent to their death. Fargo, I don't think he would have said GG for that one. I think he would have said Fargo throw. It's probably what springs to mind. 7-4 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one, so we know it's definitely a best of 15 now. I download the replays one at a time not to spoil the result. And there is another one, so at least another one, so we know this set is continuing past a best of 13. Down in the bottom left, we have the super weapon. For the blue, this is Fargo. Up in the top right with the GLA Tox, this is the Cyan player. This is Marakar. So we got Fargo going for 2 supplies. Probably War Factory in the barracks, but he's dropping a dozer. We are seeing TNTs being made by Marakar to cover for a dozer drop, but the dozer drops in the middle. Marakar not paying attention, it looks like, and the dozer crushes the worker. You gotta remember, even though the worker is worth $200, and it will mean the first technical now has to go through the middle to drop off a worker for that, so you know where that's coming from. You're gaining a bit of knowledge there as well. But the whole time that Chinook's not collecting, it's costing Fargo money as well. There's no TNT there anymore. First V is out, stops the worker. Technical enters the base. RPG is going to try to get the dozer. It's TNT on the War Factory, and he gets the War Factory. Dozer is very low. Dozer drops inside of the base. Marakar's collection is delayed. I don't know how that dozer is still alive. I think Marakar's trying to go for that dozer hunt. Dozer is very, very injured. 2 tentacles from Marakar now heading across the map. But runs straight into the Fargo defense. Tech RPG, so he was going for the dozer. But that all gets stopped. And Marakar now expanding very quickly to a third. Another technical entering the base of Fargo. Is that one going to be a TNT? He's going to go for the scrap, but if Fargo would have paid attention, he could have laser locked that. Might have been able to take it out if he laser locked it straight away. Fargo with the barracks down in the bottom right. He's going to try and get inside of that windmill thing and then build a supply probably. See players like Size sometimes will do a sneaky supply very, very quick in the corner. Okay, technical getting laser locked. I think maybe Marakar might be trying a little bit too hard on the dozer hunt. Oh, he's going to get a V. Yeah, he gets a V. It's like the most slow motion V kill I've ever seen. It seemed to be happening for ages. Okay, dozer being well protected from Fargo. Next wave of technicals from Marakar heading straight across the map. Fargo getting harassed a little bit. He is collecting on a extra Chinook on his main. And Fargo's economy is boosted because with the USA you can collect from these alternate crates. Okay, it's another TNT. He goes for the War Factory once again. Just keeping the V numbers down. But not hitting the economy as much. Fargo is trying to get himself 2 oils. And he's pushing out with these 3 Vs.
Unit lost.
No battle drones on him. And Marakar's in trouble. Marakar is in trouble. Oh, he's got a load of tentacles coming from the south of the map. I think Fargo thinks he's hit the jackpot. And caught Marakar completely off guard there, which he kind of has. But there's still 5 tentacles coming in. That could change everything here. Still with some nice micro though. Oh, it depends how many RPGs are inside of it. Looks like they might have some. That V needs moving right back. Fargo knows it, reverses the V. If you click directly behind and just keep doing little clicks, that's how you reverse a V. Yeah, Marakar was caught off guard there. And even though those 5 tentacles came in, the micro there from Fargo was nice. And Fargo might be... Oh, wait a minute. He had 2 doses all... Oh, because he had that one in the bottom right. What the hell, man? I'm going insane. He had the one in the bottom right all along. So that wouldn't have been the last doser anyway, yes. I've been casting too many replays. It's been going too many hours. So yeah, even though those have got picked off, Fargo's got a secret dozer here. Marakar might now think Fargo's hunted, so he might just start dropping down 20 million tunnels. He is doing a few tunnels, but he might just try and camp it out in one of the corners now or something. Fargo's slowly getting cleared up now inside of Marakar's base. It's proving to be a little bit too much of Fargo's few Vs now. CC being built by Fargo again. He's keeping that Chinook there on standby, but it is delaying his economy a bit. Marakar actually captured that barracks. But the thing is, it's alright capturing it, but Fargo's just got the XP for killing it, and he would also get 26 XP for killing both of them ranges as well, which would take him very, very close to level 3. Which you do want to be getting. Here comes a technical. He's going to find the dozer in the CC now. Yeah, I don't know if Marakar thought he was hunted or not. Ooh, another V kill from another TNT. Fargo, oh my god, look how many Vs he has now. It's entering into Marakar's base. He's got flashbang ranges in there as well. Very nice. He's going to try and grab hold of this artillery platform, which will definitely reinforce this fight at the front. He's taking damage from these really, really strong tunnels. Marakar coming in. 1V for 1 technical gets traded. Yeah, these guys are making the super weapon look overpowered. The Tox is under a lot of pressure. I think Marakar's done well to reach this stage, given that he has his base completely gutted in the beginning by them 3 Vs. Loads of technicals now coming in, as well as a super tech on the Vs. Some technicals going down, but I think more Vs are going down. Or maybe stand corrected. 2 technicals survive and 3 Vs survive. It was a bit of a trade-off. Fargo has a bit of a problem though, because he started with that supply and that supply. They've now mined out, and now he's only collecting on 1. And because Marakar's been collecting on 3 workers for most of the game, he's going to be collecting there for a while. Spectre gunship in the oil up on the top. War Factory gets hit again. Marakar is just relentless in hitting that War Factory. There's an EMP here as well, but you've got to build so many EMPs here to cover where the TNTs can come from. He does get it on the way out, but the damage has already been done. Fargo needs to set search and destroy. Needs to rebuild the War Factory and build an airfield. There's loads of technicals here for Marakar. Deleting the army there of Fargo. Fargo doesn't have very much now. Only got 1 V inside of the base. Search and destroy was not set. Maybe with a bit of better micro over there, could have saved some more Vs maybe. And then set search and destroy, and that attack could have been more deadly. Is this another TNT from Marakar? Because if that is, which it is, just relentless on the war factories. Extra supply now for Fargo down in the bottom right.
Search and destroy.
Yeah, Marakar beacons it now. That's why he delayed setting the search and destroy, I think. But let's look at this army for Marakar. technicals and these buggies. Fargo only just starting the airfield now. Meanwhile, doesn't have very many Vs out at all. EMP trying to be built, but there's so many units here, as well as a super tech. If Marakar even has one RPG inside of there, yeah, he does. You can go inside of that, or you can just park the RPG here and just start harassing this area. I think he wants to go around here. Now the strat can get picked off. This could be the final moments for Fargo in the World Series. Certainly not looking good. His strat gets picked off. I don't know if he queued up an effort. No, he didn't queue up an Aurora. Now he's going to have Vs without the search and destroy versus all these technicals and buggies. And I personally think Fargo is going to be eliminated here. I mean, he's already been eliminated from the World Series, but this is just a third place. He's not going to get third place here if Marakar wins this game. Rebel ambush, and I wonder if Marakar's saying, talk to me at this stage. Yeah, Fargo's going to be denied from collecting here. That's his main source of income now. Lays lock on one of the buggies. Spectre gunship up on the top left. It's going to try to kill the palace. I'm not sure if it's going to kill the palace or not. We'll see. Okay, he does fully kill the palace, actually. EMP has hit a bunch of technicals there. But Marakar's just relentless pressure in the front now. There is a fire base here as well. Artillery platforms being hit. Marakar's creeping forward with loads and loads of tunnels. And maybe all the practice that Fargo's put in just hasn't paid off. He plays most of his games against like Boyka and Size, but maybe he needed to be spamming more games against like Vivid, Tumstep, X-Cal maybe. Because he must be at his peak here, Fargo, based on him. He's been playing so actively, so many sets every single day, warmed up loads. But still failed to beat Vivid and Marakar. But Vivid and Marakar are beasts. But is that just Fargo's final peak? Like, will he never be able to beat those players? Because if you spam that actively, like, is he ever going to beat him in the future? Like, by spamming even a little bit more? Is that even possible to spam even a little bit more? But it certainly looks like Fargo is going to come 4th place in the World Series, which is still really good. He still wins a bunch of money. Is it like $500 for 4th place, I think? Something like that. It's still really good. Even for coming like 8th place, you get $250. Okay, Fargo with a V here in the middle, trying to deny this collection. Marakar floating 10k just then. Rebuilding the palace that got hit by the Spectre. Fargo's still in the game. He's got an Alpha out. Having that building there is annoying. It's a bit of an awkward spot because these crates kind of burn in action. And an Alpha comes in. Only kills one quad, really. A worker and an RPG. Yeah, Fargo's got so many ranges inside of there. EMP now being built on this left side to cover it. There's technicals coming in as we speak. Spectre gunship again from Fargo. That can just be cancelled, but Marakar does not cancel it, actually. Fargo holds that attack inside of his base. Is Fargo going to be drained of cash very soon, though? Because There's only so long you can last on that supply. So less than 3.9k now. Ooh. Rebel ambush from the back. That V's gonna die. Alpha comes in. Gonna hit quad, 2 quads, and this RPG guy. But yeah, Fargo's about to mine out on his main. Fargo's been defeated. Fargo comes 4th place, and Marakar comes 3rd. Very, very nice set indeed. In the end, though, Marakar wins double the amount of games that Fargo won. And yeah, what a very nice set and a very nice way to conclude the World Series. That is all of the games done. And yeah, with the World Series, we'll see you in 2024. But we'll still continue with the videos every day, and we'll see what other tournaments and stuff are coming up as well. So GG, well played, and I'll see you in the next one.